We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
Here's Rosen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face. Check. Watch safety creeping.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's got Smith here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check, 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Bernard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check. 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Alert. Hug.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. We go, 76, 76. Hey, Haywood. 52, Mike 52.
Here's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Mike, we go tonight. 180. Strong.
On first down, here's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
4 down, even.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that will be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Look at this, a tight end carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. By 20. Hey, Blue deck. Kill. Value 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now gone. And that's complete to Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Cut. 180.
This is Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at at the 43-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 11 yards there, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch the pass.
Here's Goff. Got the connection here to Bourne.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
58 Mike, 58. 58 Louis. Set it.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Goff on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Breida. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Jets 7. Dan Bailey sets his kickoff.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Like 20. 50, like 50. Here we go. Here we go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Goff now looks to throw. Open man is born. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Goff now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 50.
Ric Flair.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got it.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's
at
go.
their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
he's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Rosen on first down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey, alert, alert.
Check right, check right. Watch 85.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out, 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 out.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
We go tonight. 180.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Davidson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a first down throw. Goff throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hold on. Check.
Goff throwing again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Here's Pollard again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, quarter.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Patriots.
Hey, 20.
You gotta get the ball, Steve. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. 180.
They run with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
20. Hey, watch the leg.
50's the mark. 50.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tonight, 180.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Hey, alert, alert.
Patsy. Kill.
Topper.
Check.
After the interception, here's Rosen, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Five. Hey, foxtrot.
Now gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, gone. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Shoot.
Slam, slam, slam.
Run that.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Monday.
50 seconds to mark.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Double time. Hey, you got 3 down.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Run for Pollard. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 80.
Recon, 132-5.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 80. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Goff. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
2 for 66.
Here's Goff. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
New England on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We're good. We're good.
To throw is Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Cut. Like 20.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Check 24, check 24.
Check. Lucky. Hey, shell.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ito Smith, 66 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, D.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.